Reaching your objectives is much easier than you may believe. I'm going to reveal the secret to you today. Let's be truthful. How often have you declared that this year will be different? How many times have you established goals and made plans during a moment of inspiration, only to have everything go back to normal a few weeks later? Perhaps you told yourself, I'll succeed this time, but it didn't work out. Let's face it, isn't it a little annoying? You're not alone, though, so don't worry. Most individuals get into this vicious cycle, but there is a method to escape it. The best thing is that it's a lot simpler than you may imagine. You heard me correctly. This won't be a dull, motivational speech, so don't worry. I'm going to demonstrate several useful techniques that you can use right away and that genuinely work. Are you ready? Let's begin. It's always fun to set objectives. Either a new year begins or you enter a new stage of your life. I'm going to completely change my life now, you declare, making grand plans. But you've undoubtedly observed that these objectives are frequently left unmet. But why is that? The primary cause is that we frequently establish our objectives in an ambiguous way. Objectives such as, I'll be healthier or I'll be more successful, may seem good, but your brain isn't equipped to achieve them because the brain needs clarity. For your brain, an unclear aim is like a bewildering riddle. Furthermore, the brain dislikes uncertainty. Consider it. Can a buddy grasp what you're asking of them if you say, help me? Number. However, they will know exactly what to do if you ask them, can you help me lift this box? Setting goals functions similarly. Your brain will have an easier time working towards your objective if it is clear and explicit. Correct goal setting is the first and most crucial step towards reaching your objectives. First, you must have a defined aim. You need to specify your goals in detail. For instance, state a goal such as, I'll walk for 30 minutes 3 days a week, rather than, I'll be healthier. You'll know just what to do now. Your objective should also be quantifiable. Being able to observe your development and realize how far you've come is essential. Saying, for instance, I'll work out 3 days a week allows you to assess your progress at the end of the week. Did you exercise? Then why not? Third, your objective need to be reachable. You will be let down if you establish unrealistic or excessively ambitious ambitions. Reaching major goals is usually made simpler by starting small and working your way up. Fourth, you should be inspired and motivated by your aim. Your efforts will rapidly stall if you're pursuing a goal that someone else desires. You will be far more motivated to accomplish a goal if it is founded on your own wants and goals. Lastly, it's critical to establish a deadline for your objective. Give yourself a deadline to meet your objective. You frequently put off goals you vow you'll finish someday forever. However, it's far simpler to act when you declare, I'll finish this by the end of the week. Having big ambitions might be scary. Your brain estimates how much energy it will need to do a large activity, yet it frequently chooses not to use that energy. Because of this, one of the best strategies for success is to divide your goals down into smaller pieces. Suppose, for instance, that you wish to acquire a new talent, but you are aware that you cannot learn it all at once. Try to practice that ability for just 10 minutes per day instead. Eventually, that little effort will add up to something big. Here's another illustration. Suppose you wish to tidy up a disorganized space. However, the space is so disorganized that it feels daunting to begin. Rather, say to yourself, I'll just clean the desk. After cleaning your desk, you'll often feel inspired to keep going, because movement produces movement. Acting is the best method to begin reaching your objectives, because momentum is created by activity. Think about attempting to roll a ball. The hardest push is usually the first one. However, the ball continues to roll on its own after you start it going. Your objectives function similarly. The hardest thing is usually taking the initial step. The rest, however, gets simpler when you take that first step. This is why it's crucial to concentrate on making tiny progress each day. A tremendous transformation starts with a tiny step. Letting up of perfectionism is another crucial element. The majority of people desire perfection. However, aiming for perfection frequently keeps you from beginning at all. What if I make a mistake, you may ask yourself. Making errors is really a normal part of the process. A person who has never tried is one who never makes errors. Whether you're learning something new or pursuing a goal, making mistakes helps you develop. So simply get started and quit trying to be perfect. While watching this video, consider a goal. Perhaps you have been putting it off for a while. Perhaps it's picking up a new ability. Perhaps it's giving your life some structure. Now make that objective into a manageable assignment. For instance, if your objective is to learn a new language, try to memorize no more than 5 words. Alternatively, if your objective is to exercise more, consider a 2-minute workout. Take a tiny step and observe how simple it is to complete, because once you get going, things just happen. Reaching your objectives is not as hard as you may think. All you have to do is divide your enormous idea into manageable chunks and get started. Start this journey by taking a step today, because tiny steps are always the first step towards huge transformations. It is now your time.